Hi, welcome to today's Fall of Anne Boleyn, a countdown video. These videos I'm doing just counting down the events that led up to Anne Boleyn's execution on the 19th of May 1536. On this day in 1536, which of course was the 7th of May, 5 days after the arrest of Queen Anne Boleyn and 5 days after she'd been taken to the Tower of London, her chaplain, William Latimer, was searched by the mayor and jurates of Sandwich in Kent. Now, Latimer was in Sandwich because he had just landed on English soil after a trip to Flanders on the Queen's business. The mayor and jurates recorded the search in a letter that they wrote to King Henry VIII the following day, and they sent with the letter a list of books that Latimer had got with him and of others in his mail which had not yet arrived but which were to be conveyed to London to one Mrs. Wilkinson. So they inventoried what he had with him and also made a list of books that he was having delivered from Flanders to London. They also took the opportunity to inform Latimer of the arrest of his mistress, the Queen, and to tell him that others had also become prisoners in the Tower. Latimer was then allowed to continue his journey on to London. Now, Latimer, as I said, he was in Flanders on the Queen's business and was bringing books back. And this was something that he did on Anne Boleyn's behalf. He brought back religious books that were of interest to her from the continent. They must have been books that perhaps were of an evangelical nature, of the Reformed faith. But it was lucky for him that the books that he'd got on him weren't deemed as too heretical. Otherwise, I'm sure that he would have ended up getting into some trouble as well. Now, Latimer survived the fall of Anne Boleyn, and he actually went on to serve her daughter, Queen Elizabeth I, in her reign. During her reign as well, he actually wrote a sympathetic treatise on Anne, which is called A Chronicle of Anne Boleyn, which I have a copy of it. It's been edited, I think, by Maria Dowling, edited and sort of translated so that we can actually read it properly. And it is a very, very sympathetic portrayal of her with emphasis on her charitable giving and her Reformed faith. So Latimer was one of the lucky ones. He was a man that had risen and had become close to the crown through the patronage of Queen Anne Boleyn, but he lived a long life. He died at around the age of 84 in 1583, and he was laid to rest on the 28th of August 1583 in Peterborough Cathedral. So someone that was close to the crown that actually died a natural death in old age. You'd think that that was quite strange with all the executions that I tell you about with my On This Day in Tudor History series. I'm always telling you about brutal executions and the risk of rising at court and being so close to the monarch. It had its risks, it had its perks, but for this man, he was able to live a long and good life. I'll be back tomorrow with another event which took place in May 1536, which was part of the Fall of Anne Boleyn. You can subscribe by clicking around there, and you can hit the bell to be notified as well. I'm saying goodbye to you from a very sunny and very bright Spain. Hello to you wherever you are. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.